Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today I'm going to make an ice-dyed spiral, but I'm going to start the spiral on the shoulder. This shirt is for a friend of mine who requested a spiral where the spiral started up on the shoulder of the shirt. So a while back I saw somebody use a microwave cover to start their spiral, and I thought that was a brilliant idea but didn't get around to doing it. I've also seen Stephanie from Belladonna Dyes do this. So anyway, I ended up buying a microwave cover, I don't know, like 6 months ago, but just never used it. So I found it on my shelf out in my tie-dye area and decided to give it a try today. So far it seems to be working really well. It is keeping the spirals a little bit flatter, which is nice. Normally one side of my spiral is a little messier than the other, and it's helping keep that a little bit flatter. I'm using a pair of locking tweezers that I put through the hole of the microwave cover. And that's what I'm twisting or holding onto the shirt with. They're coated and so they're not going to damage the fabric. And they fit really well through this hole, so I don't have to take them off of the fabric. I can just slide the microwave cover over the top of them. Once I have the shirt tied, I'm going to hold the folds in place with some rubber bands. My friend is a redhead, and I think she looks really pretty in red and blue. So for this shirt, I'm going to use a red and blue color palette. I'm also going to ice dye the shirt, so I've placed it on a rack, and around the shirt, I've used some silicone cake molds to make myself an ice barrier. I have links down below to most of the products that I'm using in this video. I've also divided the shirt into 4 sections using a washable marker. And right on those lines, I'm going to place Blueberry from Dharma Trading Company. I don't want to go really heavy right in the middle of the spiral because I don't want that whole entire area to just be a muddy mess. I want to be able to see some definition in the center of the spiral. The 4 remaining colors I'm going to use in the sections. I'm going to use Lapis from Pro Chemical and Dye, and in the section across from the Lapis, I'm going to put Peacock Blue from Dharma. I want to try to separate my blues because I don't want them to run together. Then the other 2 sections, I'm going to use Bordeaux from Pro Chemical and Dye and Burgundy from Dharma. Over the top of the dye, I'm going to add just a little bit of dry soda ash. just to make sure that when the ice melts and runs through the shirt, it doesn't rinse out all of my soda ash. And then I'm going to place on a layer of ice. I set the shirt aside and I allowed the layer of ice to melt. After the first layer of ice melted, most of the dye on the top of the shirt had dissolved. To try to dissolve what little bit of dye was left on the shirt, I added a very thin layer of ice to the top of the shirt and allowed it to melt as well. So this is what the shirt looked like right before I began rinsing it. As you can see, the dye has gone through really well to the back side of the shirt. So I started rinsing the shirt in cold water to rinse out the soda ash that was remaining in the shirt. Then I untied the shirt and warmed the water up to hot to try to rinse out any of the excess dye that didn't bond with the fabric. After rinsing for a while, I decided to go ahead and soak the shirt, so I ran some hot water in my utility sink, added a little bit of Blue Dawn dish detergent to the water, and allowed the shirt to soak. I changed the water out when it cooled off and continued the soaking process until the water was almost clear. Then I put the shirt into my washing machine along with a little bit of Dharma's textile detergent and washed it using a hot water cycle. And then after the shirt was washed and dried, this is what it looks like. So what do you guys think? I think this one turned out looking really cool. I like the red and blue combination together. And I like the spiral starting up on the shoulder of the shirt. I think that's kind of different and unexpected. I think it looks cool. So if you're wondering about the darker red right in the middle of the shirt, that's the Bordeaux color that I used from Pro Chemical and Dye. And it splits that yellowy orange color, which I'd kind of forgotten about, but I don't dislike it. I think it looks really cool on this shirt. It adds a little pop of something other than just red and blue. Also, if you remember, I added blueberry in between all of the different colors. And what that does is it kind of helps set the colors apart, and it adds the darker line around each of the colors. My friend also supplied her own shirt. She brought me a shirt that she liked, and so I tie-dyed one of her shirts. I believe this is a shirt from Walmart. I think it's like an athletic brand, but it's a 100% cotton shirt, so it dyed up really nicely. But more importantly, she was happy with her shirt. So overall, I consider this one a success. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, I sure would appreciate it if you would like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.